Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 410.
That's right. I hope you enjoyed the soccer, everybody.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. So let's get right to it so we can get as much news as we can in. Today, topping our headlines today, Asbury United Methodist Church is Methodist no more. Sunday, they voted to separate from the denomination.
2 Americans killed in Mexico and 2 survivors are back on U.S. soil. We'll tell you what we're learning about the violent kidnapping and reaction from U.S. officials.
And you've heard this story before. Longtime beloved Green Bay Packers quarterback is considering his options with the New York Jets. Yes, we've heard that before. Let's take a look outside. The lakes are thawing out. The ducks are loving it.
The sun is out. There's no snow on the ground.
Yay,
it's hard to
spring
believe.
is here.
It's hard to believe what is in the forecast for later this week.
More late week snow. Julian's in the backyard with the details.
That's right. So we have more late week snow, and it just so happens to fall once again on our Thursday for us. So that's going to be marking about 8 out of the 10 Thursdays that we've had so far of this year. Really seeing some snowfall throughout much of southern Wisconsin, which is why we have had a winter storm watch for areas just west of Lone Rock and to the northwest near La Crosse that have issued a winter storm watch starting from our Thursday afternoon until we get into our Friday morning. But until we get to there, this is what we're seeing outside as of right now. It's pretty beautiful outside. Sunshine, a little bit of high-level clouds, but overall temperatures into the middle 40s. Those will fall into the 30s as we get into the rest of tonight. And it's been rather breezy, so it's felt a bit chilly throughout the course of our Tuesday. But overall, things have felt pretty solid. Current conditions, we're looking at 46 degrees in Janesville with 43 in Platteville, closing in on our friends around Dane County. We're all holding into the middle 40s as we get later into the evening hours. Now, our wind speeds, again, have been onto the breezy side coming in from the east. But as we get into tonight, we're going to be seeing those temperatures bottom out into the lower 30s near the freezing points. Now, we do have the first 1 alert day in the forecast. We'll talk more about that in a few moments, but a quick look at our traffic before we close things out for us. Real slow conditions on the Beltline, especially eastbound. We'll give more details on the traffic in a few moments and tell them back to you guys.
All right, Julian, thank you. A church on Madison's west side is cutting ties with the United Methodist Church, citing an ongoing dispute over gay marriage.
Tahlil Modine spoke with the lead pastor at Asbury United Methodist Church and joins us now with the details. Tahlil?
Right now, the United Methodist Church's official stance is that homosexuality is, quote, incompatible with Christian teaching. But that position is getting some pushback at the highest level. Church leaders in Madison who don't want to see that change say they want out. In an overwhelming majority vote Sunday, more than 200 members of Asbury Church voted to disaffiliate with UMC, which means the Madison Church is breaking away from a global community of 12 million people. It's a topic lead pastor Harold Zimick says his congregation had discussed for months in dozens of listening sessions and town hall meetings.
And we found it taking a lot of time, effort, and energy away from our main mission to put so much time, effort, and energy on human sexuality and marriage. And we wanted to sort of lean into the decision, make a decision, and then be able to move on with our mission. A beautiful thing.
Since the decision to disaffiliate, the church has lost members who were in favor of a more progressive approach to gay marriage. Pastor Zimick says his church is not yet sure about the path forward, but will spend the next few months exploring the next steps. Tonight at 6, we'll have more on the trend to disaffiliate nationwide and UMC's ongoing debate around gay marriage.
We will see you at 6, Tahlil. Thank you. Aaron Rodgers' future as a Green Bay Packer has taken another turn after he reportedly had conversations with the New York Jets. Former ESPN host Trey Wingo said Rodgers is open to moving to New York following talks with the team on Monday. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reported last month that the Jets had inquired with the Packers about Rodgers' availability, and general manager Brian Gutekunst has said all options are on the table when it comes to the star quarterback's future.
Well, a 13-year-old boy died Sunday after crashing into a tree while skiing at Christmas Mountain near the Dells. Emergency crews were called to the ski hill just after 3:20 p.m. for a report of an injured skier. Officials said the boy had hit a tree and wasn't breathing. Bystanders were conducting life-saving measures when crews arrived, and paramedics took over but were not able to revive him. We're in the midst of a budget season where the governor and the legislature are debating how to spend the state's record-setting $7 billion budget surplus.
Republicans say they want to go their own direction, but how does the governor see it? Political reporter Will Keneally caught up with him today. Will?
Well, Mark and Susan, we're in a little bit of a luncheon season here, where the governor and Republicans in the legislature are both trying to make their case to lobbyists and the Wisconsin people why their budget is the best path to take the state forward. As we heard from the governor today, he touted his efforts on issues like education and children's mental health. We also heard the governor frustrated by Republicans stripping out a lot of his draft proposals.
Instead of saying we don't have enough money, tell me what the damn plan is. Tell me what, they need to come back. I put my plan out there. I think it's a reasonable plan. They need to get to work and get it done.
So the governor also promised increases to state aid to municipalities, what's called shared revenue. And that's a big point of compromise that we're expecting between him and Republicans that helps cities fund things like emergency medical services. So big open question here is just how the governor and Republicans are going to compromise on some of those issues like shared revenue or tax relief. We'll have more on that coming up tonight at 5. But reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
All right, well, thank you. We'll see you at 5. The State Department confirmed this afternoon that 2 U.S. citizens were kidnapped and killed in Mexico, and 2 others have been returned to the U.S.
Christian Benavides has the latest.
2 of the 4 U.S. citizens abducted on Friday are back in the United States after being taken to the border in Matamoros, Mexico, Tuesday. U.S. officials say the other 2 Americans involved did not survive.
The bodies of 2 other U.S. citizens killed in the same incident were also recovered.
According to the FBI, the 4 Americans were kidnapped after they drove a white minivan across the border from Brownsville, Texas, into Matamoros, where gunfire broke out between 2 rival drug cartel groups. Video appears to show gunmen loading the Americans into the back of a pickup truck.
The DEA and the FBI are doing everything possible to dismantle and disrupt and ultimately prosecute the leaders of the cartels and the entire networks that they depend on.
A U.S. official identified the Americans as Latavia Tay McGee, Shaeed Woodard, Zindell Brown, and Eric James Williams. Tay McGee's aunt told CBS News she believes her niece went to Mexico for cosmetic surgery, a common practice because procedures are less expensive south of the border.
Americans that make that trek, is it safe for them to do that?
These people are in grave danger going into Mexico.
Michael Vigil is the former head of international operations for the Drug Enforcement Administration.
You have to keep in mind that those are drug routes that the cartels protect with their lives.
Mexican authorities say they have 1 suspect in custody. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
A U.S. law enforcement source tells CBS News investigators that they believe the Gulf Cartel, one of the oldest organized crime groups in Mexico, is responsible for the attack on the American victims.
A years-long search to bring a new grocery store to Madison's South Side may finally be over. City leaders announced today they've reached an agreement with a local grocer to open a full-service store by the end of the year. The city plans to purchase condo space in the building, which it will lease so the store can be open. Christy Maurer, a second-generation grocer and Madison native, says the store will sell a wide variety of foods. Maurer's new grocery store will be located in the Truman Olson development, currently under construction at the corner of South Park and Cedar Streets.
Well, today is a day of giving for many as Community Shares of Wisconsin and nearly 70 of its nonprofit members host what's called the Big Share. The Big Share is an online day of giving focused on social and environmental justice. Now in its 9th year, the annual campaign is themed Make Change Happen and aims to raise over $650,000 and engage 5,000 donors. The online event features local entertainment and information from Community Share's members' nonprofits.
We are really about what we call democratizing philanthropy. So we empower community members to give to any of our 69 member nonprofits that have missions that are near and dear to their heart. You can give as little as $5 all the way up to $5,000.
The Big Share Live is broadcasting on thebigshare.org and on YouTube to allow the public to follow along with the fun and help participating charities win cash prizes donated by local businesses and individuals. Visit thebigshare.org to donate.
Emergency crews evacuated the 600 block of State Street for about an hour and a half this morning following a gas leak. Madison fire officials say a gas line inside the building at 636 State was hit during construction. The area was evacuated just before 10 a.m. this morning. State Street reopened around 10:30 while crews kept entrances to Pure Green and the City Bar taped off. The high cost of heating our homes is coming now on top of rising prices for other essentials, and a lot of people need help. News 3 is once again partnering with the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and Energy Service, Inc. for a Day of Warmth telethon and donation drive to raise money for those in need across the state. It will be held this Thursday afternoon between 4 and 6:30 p.m., but you can donate ahead of time. We have all of the information on channel3000.com.
Well, coming up, the story of a French bulldog in love with Superman.
But it's a one-way love story for now. Jeannie Mose unravels it all. Oh, that is such a cute dog. When Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
There's nothing like volunteering, but my moderate to severe eczema can make it hard.
No, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
This year, say yes.
I couldn't be more thrilled with my results. I'm over the moon happy. Look at that waist.
Yes to confidence.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
Yes to a new shape.
These are my results. I am so happy.
Yes to a new you.
I'm Dr. Elena Vega. Imagine you could remove this much fat from multiple areas all at one time.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I have the flattest tummy that I've had in 25 years.
I'm able to wear things that I never thought I would wear again.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
Find out how you can get $250 off with our New Year exclusive offer. Call 1-800-993-0752 or go to sonobello.com.
Oh no, I think I lost my debit card.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic, we're in a mall. Some stranger's probably tapping new shoes, tapping a washer-dryer combo, just tapping everything in sight.
It's okay, just tap your phone. With BMO, you can use your phone to freeze and unfreeze a lost card.
I can?
And you can always get a new card instantly at a BMO branch.
I got my tap back.
You ever seen someone this excited about a debit card before?
Oh, yeah. Not this excited.
When a bank gives you instant peace of mind, that's the BMO effect.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night. Your home is the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 78 years. And during our 78th anniversary event, carpet installation is just $78. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful, made affordable. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
Basically, my experience with the insurance company was that they didn't believe that I was injured. They didn't believe that I was in pain, that it was impacting my life.
Gruber Law Offices took care of everything, which made it so much easier. You can get Gruber to help you coordinate everything.
The whole process through Gruber was a nice experience.
From the first call, I knew I was in great hands with Gruber Law Offices.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
I can't thank Gruber Law Offices enough for what they did for me.
Welcome back. The head of the Federal Reserve testified today before the Senate Banking Committee on the U.S. economic outlook.
The chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, told lawmakers that the central bank will need to raise interest rates higher than previously expected in order to tame inflation. Lawmakers are concerned about rising prices, but they're also concerned that raising interest rates could push the economy into a recession.
The standard has been that there have been recessions and downturns when the Fed has tried to reduce inflation.
Now, right now, the current inflation rate is 6.4%, and the current unemployment rate is 3.4%.
Chairman Powell also says in order for inflation to come down, the labor market will need to soften, and that means fewer job openings and more layoffs. Powell says the economic data will drive the Fed's decision-making process. The next time the Fed could raise interest rates is in 3 weeks, when the Federal Reserve Board will meet again.
And that news landed like a brick on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials dropped 574 points, ending the day at 32,856. The NASDAQ gave up 145, and the S&P 500 was off 62. When Rory Met Henry, it's a classic love story about a French bulldog and heartthrob Henry Cavill.
Too bad the Superman star doesn't know anything about it. Jeannie Mose has the details on the one-way love affair you'll swoon over.
Lots of humans must be smitten with actor Henry Cavill, a.k.a. Superman. But bet there's only one French bulldog enamored of him. Still in the infatuation phase.
Yes, yeah, it's still new love.
It was about 6 months ago that Heatherland was watching The Witcher when Rory was bewitched by Henry Cavill. Now she moves closer to the TV every time she sees him.
They're not nearly as thirsty as I thought they might be.
Seemingly entranced by his voice.
If he comes on the screen and she hears his voice, she will wake up out of a deep sleep and pop up and look for him.
Struggling to get out from under the covers to try and discover her man. Heather says Rory doesn't even care about people. She never used to watch TV, but when her owner gave her a photo of Henry, she started staring at it, and soon TikTok fans were sending so much Henry merchandise, it became a shrine. Rory was licking the pillow, loving the cutouts. Heather started adding romantic soundtracks.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
For Halloween, she dressed Rory up as Geralt from The Witcher. And just as the 4-year-old Frenchie is obsessed with the actor, Heather is obsessed with her dog. She has 2 tattoos of Rory on her thigh and her calf. Rory's never had this sort of attachment to anything before.
No. I don't think she'd even look at pictures of me like that if I wasn't around, and I'm her favorite person, so I don't...
So far, no reaction from Henry.
It's just a one-way love story.
But there's always hope for an in-person meeting. If lost, please return to Henry Cavill. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
Come on, Jeannie, you got to get them together. Somebody at CNN should pull some strings and get them to meet each other.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
All right, we'll be right back, so stay with us.
I'm Lynette. This is my husband, Arthur.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe her in her 70s, huh?
I have recommended Consumer Cellular to so many people.
She was the one to convince me to come over to her side.
That's right.
Come over to Consumer Cellular and start saving. Get unlimited talk and text with a flexible data plan starting at just $20 a month.
The coverage has been excellent.
You know, it gives us exactly what we want.
You should go with Consumer Cellular.
Switch today. Call or go online.
There's nothing like volunteering at the fire department.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't always been easy.
Since my skin was so irritated and itchy.
And even worse with all my gear on.
Now, I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema. So adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Eyes require a certain kind of care. As a family-owned optical company for over 40 years, Wisconsin Vision knows firsthand just how important your eyes are. That's why our doctors and staff are highly skilled and passionate in their roles. It's why our centers offer a large selection of eyewear suitable for all lifestyles, and it's why our lens lab is state-of-the-art, conveniently located right here in Wisconsin. Ask about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
At no fault of their own during the cold, thousands of Wisconsin residents in your community make the difficult choice between eating or heating their home. On March 9th, please join News 3 Now and support a day of warmth, benefiting the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. 90 cents of every dollar donated is used to help those in crisis. Give the gift of warmth. For more information, visit kwwf.org/donate. A day of warmth, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Kaiser Lincoln.
This is Matt Gunderson, and this is Elmer, our canine cuddle ambassador, here to provide good-natured, loving, fuzzy support to further our level of personal care. Someday you might meet Elmer as we assist you with an individual life celebration.
Team, I need a volunteer. We need promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes promotional product success easy. For high-quality items, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Well, take a look at this. This 8-foot-long alligator was stolen as an egg from the Animal World and Snake Farm Zoo in Texas nearly 20 years ago. Texas Parks and Wildlife officials discovered the gator living illegally as a pet in a home near Austin last week. A former zoo volunteer who was working there has admitted to being responsible for taking the alligator egg. She raised it from a hatchling, but the alligator simply grew too big for his enclosure. Now the large reptile is back to where he was just an egg, where he can live in comfort the rest of his days. The woman who stole the egg is being charged with misdemeanors.
How do you even find that out? I guess she just...
She admitted it. She admitted she stole the egg, and it grew up to that size.
She was like, hey, this is too big. I stole this. Take it back.
I'm sure the neighbors were thrilled.
It grew too big for its enclosure. All right, so we're watching the end of the week again.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's so nice today.
I know.
That more snow is on the way.
I guess this is Wisconsin in March.
That's true. That's true.
Well, speaking of, folks, we do have more snow on the way. We're going to break down the timing and how much we're expecting with the first warn forecast coming up after the break.
The Big Share and Online Day of Giving is March 7th. Advance social and environmental justice by supporting the nearly 70 nonprofit members of Community Shares of Wisconsin. Even a $5 donation can make change happen. Donate now through March 7th at thebigshare.org.
For back pain, I've always been a take two and call in the morning guy. But my new doctor recommended Salonpas. Without another pill upsetting my stomach, I get powerful, effective, and safe relief. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
He said me too.
Hello, I'm Tommy Van Ness from the Tommy Van Ness Realty Group. For over a decade, thousands of people have turned to Tommy Van Ness Realty to buy or sell their home. Because we are more than your realtor, we're your partner.
If you list with us and take advantage of our extensive marketing, everyone will know your home is for sale.
The Tommy Van Ness Realty team is working hard for you. Call Tommy Van Ness today at 608-395-7375. Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
The world's largest consumer bicycle show, Bike-O-Rama, is this weekend at Madison's Alliant Energy Center.
Spring is coming, so is the 27th annual Bike-O-Rama, and admission is free.
Dozens of factory reps from all the major brands will be on hand to answer your questions about the new 2023 models.
All at the lowest prices of the year.
Test ride e-bikes on the huge indoor test track.
Clothing, helmets, parts, and accessories up to 90% off. Half price inner tubes.
All bicycles include free local service.
The 27th annual Bike-O-Rama at Madison's Alliant Energy Center.
This weekend starts Friday at noon through 6 o'clock Sunday.
When Aspen Dental told me that my dentures was ready, I was so excited. I love the confidence. I love that I can flash this beautiful smile and make the world smile with me. I would totally say Aspen Dental changed my life.
Aspen Dental makes new smiles affordable. Right now, get 20% off dentures. We do anything to make you smile. Schedule your consultation today.
Habush attorneys are the best of what a personal injury attorney is about.
To get the most money for your case, you need to have a law firm that's unrelenting.
We will fight with all that we have in person power, in knowledge and experience to bring about the result they deserve.
I can't give them their life back how it was, but I can give them the financial compensation to get their life back on track.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, I hope you've been able to enjoy the sunshine for our Tuesday. Because, folks, we are going to be seeing some changes as we get into the later part of the week. But until we get there, let's talk about the 3 things we'll need to know. We're looking for milder temperatures again going into our Wednesday. Mid-40s is what we're expecting. However, cloudier skies are going to take over. Heading into our Thursday afternoon, night, and Friday, we are watching for some snow, and also even this weekend on Sunday, we have a shot of seeing a bit more snowfall into the southern Wisconsin area. Other than that, folks, we are looking for a little bit of a colder blast heading into the back end of the weekend and going into next week as well. But let's talk about tonight's temperatures are going to fall into the lower 30s, a couple degrees near the freezing point or below the freezing point for out Madison. Janesville about 33 degrees and 32 for Platteville. So it's going to be another chilly night throughout southern Wisconsin. And for tomorrow, again, temperatures into the middle 40s. Can't really beat that for this time of year, especially since it's a couple degrees above seasonable. Now, this is what we're watching for. As of right now, our current setup throughout the upper Midwest, the Great Plains, and over towards the southern parts of the United States are what's setting up our potential to see snow getting into the later part of this week. As of right now, we're going to look at these two systems start to combine as we get into our late Wednesday night into Thursday and start to sweep into the upper Midwest, bringing us some snow. Now, until we get there, this is what we're seeing from our future track. Heading into this evening, temperatures are going to stay within the middle 30s, then drop to the lower 30s. Cloud cover is going to linger throughout the rest of tonight, going into our Wednesday morning. Heading out to Wednesday morning is not going to be too bad. May see some winds still being coming in from the eastern side and then starting to shift just a bit as we get into our Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures around lunchtime into the lower 40s, but cloud cover is going to be very stubborn throughout the course of our Wednesday. Now, we do have winter storm watches in effect for the far northwest and the western parts of southern Wisconsin, especially just west of Lone Rock. Those will go into effect for our Thursday afternoon until our Friday morning, which is why we have the alert day in the forecast. They're going hand in hand. That's what we're going to be watching for from Thursday afternoon into our Friday morning for us to see about 3 to 6 inches of potential snowfall throughout much of southern Wisconsin. Now, we've seen pretty good confidence over the last few model runs going into our Thursday late afternoon and night to be bringing in snow that will be very widespread throughout the overnight hours and transitioning into our Friday morning, which could create quite a bit of some struggle for much of the area. Now, in terms of snowfall potential, again, around 3 to 6 inches is what we're looking for as of right now. Of course, that's subject to change, but we have pretty high confidence we're at least seeing around 3 to 6 inches here in the First Warn Weather team. Now, taking a look at our 10-day forecast, just remember, folks, the start of our Thursday will be fine. As around our Thursday afternoon, we're expecting things to get rather difficult. Now, as we get into the rest of the week, the alert days are in the forecast for Thursday and for Friday. Then heading into the weekend, hey, we get an extra hour of daylight. Daylight savings will take effect going in from Saturday nights into our Sunday morning. Temperatures will stay into the 30s. We may see a bit more snow because we just can't get rid of it here in Wisconsin in the month of March.
Glass half full.
Glass half full.
Extra day of daylight. Extra little. 1 less hour of sleep.
Yeah, 1 less hour of sleep. But at least we can see sunshine.
Plenty of time, light to shovel the snow.
Exactly. It'll melt things as well.
No, in March it always melts quickly, right? And with temps in the 40s, it won't stick around long.
Yeah, especially with the upper 30s as well. It's not going to be too big of a deal, but it'll be nice for those who still want to get their last little snow session in. You can go ahead.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
Julie, thank you.
All right, thank you, Julian.
Oh, coming up next year on Live at 4, Consumer Reports helps us make the best buys for the month of March.
And then coming up next hour at 5, Epic Health Systems is looking to expand its Verona campus once again. Reporter Catherine Merck will tell us all about it coming up at 5.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
A lot of new dry eye patients in my office tell me about their frequent dry eyes, which may point to dry eye disease. Millions of Americans were estimated to have it. They also tell me they've tried artificial tears again and again, but the relief is temporary. Xiidra can provide lasting relief. Xiidra treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease.
Don't use if allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied, and unusual taste sensation.
Why wait? Ask your eye doctor about a 90-day prescription for Xiidra today.
Lake Ridge may be a new name, but it isn't a new bank. It's one built on over a century of community commitment. One equipped with all the knowledge and resources of 145 collective years of experience. Monona Bank and State Bank of Cross Plains are coming together as one. As Lake Ridge Bank, we're doing more together for you.
Giving the weather satellite a spin. Wow. Look at this.
That is Yosemite Falls in Yosemite National Park. It's one of the highest waterfalls in the park. It falls over 2,425 feet from the top, and it's only 32 degrees there, so all of that snow out there is not going to melt anytime soon.
But the water's flowing, so.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Well, March brings with it the first day of spring on the 20th. That reminder might bring an overwhelming feeling with all those spring cleaning to-dos and the potential onslaught for seasonal allergies. I'm not sure where we're going here with this.
Thank you, Debbie Downer.
What's that got to do with anything?
Consumer Reports is here. to help with some of its top-rated products on discount to help you tackle everything you need to have a marvelous March.
Wow.
Shane Hogan tells us more.
The beginning of March usually brings with it good deals on the stuff you'll need to get ready for the warmer months ahead. Consumer Reports tracks the prices of many of its top-tested products all year long, so it knows exactly when to shop for them. Here are the top products to look out for in this month's Best Time to Buy.
March is the first month of the year without any major shopping holidays, but there are still opportunities to save on something you might need right now. Our research has shown that air purifiers and vacuums tend to be especially affordable this month.
The Samsung JetBot AI Plus is on sale for as low as $679.95 at Samsung. CR says this robotic vacuum is an all-around champ in its test for cleaning carpet, bare floors, pet hair, and the edges of walls and corners. Next, nip spring allergies in the bud by keeping pollen at bay with an air purifier. This Blue Air Protect air purifier is as low as $380.99 at Best Buy. In CR's tests, this air purifier received excellent marks when removing dust, smoke, and pollen. Be the first in the neighborhood to have your lawn looking fresh this season with a new string trimmer. This DeWalt string trimmer is as low as $195.16 on Amazon. This battery-powered trimmer aced CR's tests and is a great overall value. This Vornado space heater is as low as $159.99 on Amazon. CR says this is the best overall performer of all the space heaters in its tests. Enjoy the month with high-quality products and savings. This is Shane Hogan.
So it did have something to do
Yes,
with
it did. Thank you, Shane.
Consumer Reports also says March is a good time to invest in replacement windows.
This project can help insulate your home, making it easier to help things cool indoors during the summer months and stay warm in the winter.
Well, we're about to mark a grim milestone, the 3rd year anniversary of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Boy, a lot has changed over that time, and some things haven't. We'll take a look back at 3 years of living and dying with COVID with Dr. Jeff Potoff when Live at 4 continues.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LISC procedure was one of the best decisions I've made. It has changed my life, and the burning is gone.
A lot of new dry eye patients in my office tell me about their frequent dry eyes, which may point to dry eye disease. Millions of Americans were estimated to have it. They also tell me they've tried artificial tears again and again, but the relief is temporary. Xiidra can provide lasting relief. Xiidra treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease.
Don't use if allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied, and unusual taste sensation.
Why wait? Ask your eye doctor about a 90-day prescription for Xiidra today.
New iVisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose to reduce dryness, discomfort, and strain. iVisia. We see a better way.
Family is just very important.
She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy been treating my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous, non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
And a quick update on our traffic. We're still looking at some slow spots on the eastbound side of the Beltline as of right now, as there is a lane closed due to some construction. So expect delays if you're going to be traveling on the eastern side, but overall things are rather smooth along the rest of the Beltline, especially west side. Taking a quick look over towards the interstates, no issues as of right now to report, thankfully, because we have some beautiful weather as well. That's going to do it for our traffic. I'm going to go ahead and send it over to you guys.
All right, Julian, thank you. Well, this Saturday marks the 3-year anniversary of the day everything changed.
March 11th, 2020 was the day the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic.
That same day, the NBA suspended its season when a player on the Utah Jazz tested positive. It was the beginning of a new normal for all of us. UW Health Chief Quality Officer Dr. Jeff Potoff has been with us every step of the way for the past 3 years. He joins us now via Zoom as you are recovering from COVID. Doctor, thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, I had a good run there, but it finally caught up with me, guys.
So were you really sick or not?
You know, not too bad. I had worked in the emergency department last Wednesday, and it was a busy shift. I had stayed late to tie up some loose ends on my patients, and I was just really tired when I got home, and I didn't think too much of that. But then later that night, I developed a slight cough, and tested, and I've done it so many times before with a slight symptom, and this time I was positive. So I've been isolating in the lower level of our home for the last week. But the good news is today is day 6. My rapid antigen is negative, and I'll wear a mask out in public for the next few days until I get to day 10. But all in all, my symptoms were fairly mild.
See,
well, that's good to hear.
Such a reminder that it's still with us. We're not out of the woods yet. You know, it's incredible to think it's been 3 years. 3 years ago, we knew nothing. And now we've learned so much about the pandemic. But are we still sort of building the airplane while we're flying it? We're still learning things all the time, aren't we?
You know, I think we are. I feel a little bit more confident in the airplane that it's staying in the sky. But, you know, early on, we just didn't know anything. How sick were people going to get? How protective was our PPE going to be? How would we even treat this disease? Was it going to be like other disease that we, you know, were familiar with? At that point, we had no vaccines, no therapeutics, no nothing. And we really wanted to slow the spread so that we didn't have, you know, even more people than what passed away meet their fate with COVID-19.
Yeah. How can we use all of that information going into the future?
You know, I think the best thing to do is to take, you know, all the ups and alls, the downs of the last 3 years, and then make sure we chronicle that so that whoever gets to fight the next pandemic, and I sure hope it's not me, has that information, can preemptively kind of understand some of the things that will go well during the pandemic and things that won't go well. And hopefully whoever does this next time can be more successful in, you know, eliminating severe disease or decreasing the amount of deaths than we were.
Do you think we're better prepared for another one?
Yeah, I think we understand what we need to do better, but whether or not we'd be able to actually do the things that we need to do to, you know, preserve life or save life, I'm not so sure. I think, you know, going into it, I was under the impression that, you know, as we came together as medical professionals, scientists, and the data changed, you know, folks would be receptive to that. And I think in a way it's sort of backfired. A lot of parts of our life, when people tell a different story, they tend to lose credibility. Those of us in science, we do that all the time until we feel more and more and more certain of what's actually truth. But that can create problems as far as creating followership and having folks listen and you know, do what we think they need to do to keep both themselves and their families safe.
Absolutely. Well, we're glad that you are feeling better.
Yeah, hang in there.
Join the ranks. Doctor, thanks for being with us today.
Right? Thanks, Dr. Prado. Great to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Well, the final check your forecast coming up.
Big Share and Online Dave Giving is March 7th. Advance social and environmental justice by supporting the nearly 70 nonprofit members of Community Shares of Wisconsin. Even a $5 donation can make change happen. Donate now through March 7th at thebigshare.org.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
There's nothing like volunteering, but my moderate to severe eczema can make it hard.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Dan Kelly won't keep our community safe. As a lawyer, Kelly defended child sex predators who posed as ministers in order to prey on vulnerable young girls. They lured young children to locations they believed to be safe, only to sexually assault and molest them. And Dan Kelly defended those monsters. Do you want someone like that on the Supreme Court? Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Check out our lighting showroom and update your home with a coordinated look. Patriot Lighting is available in so many unique finishes, you're sure to find a style that's right for you. With more than 300 stock lights priced under $100. Pick up this flush mount ceiling light for just $29.99 after 11% rebate. Visit our lighting showroom or check out all our lighting options on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
And a reminder, we have the first warm weather alert day in the forecast for our Thursday into our Friday morning. So we're watching for another late week system to be bringing, that's right, snow. That could be 3 to 6 inches throughout all of southern Wisconsin. Gary Canolti will have your full forecast coming up at 5.
All right, Julian, thank you. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, the summer travel season is on the horizon, and there's good news for families that are flying.
You no longer have to pay more in order to sit together. CBS's Peter Greenberg will have all the details for us tomorrow on Live at 4.
Get personalized support. Call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
The world's largest consumer bicycle show, Bike-O-Rama, is this weekend at Madison's Alliant Energy Center.
Spring is coming, so is the 27th annual Bike-O-Rama, and admission is free.
Dozens of factory reps from all the major brands will be on hand to answer your questions about the new 2023 models.
All at the lowest prices of the year.
Test ride e-bikes on the huge indoor test track.
Clothing, helmets, parts, and accessories up to 90% off. Half-price inner tubes.
All bicycles include free local service.
The 27th annual Bike-O-Rama at Madison's Alliant Energy Center.
This weekend starts Friday at noon through 6 o'clock Sunday.
It's spring break at Bob's, and I'm introducing my biggest, bestest backyard collection ever. Soak up the sun in outdoor furniture that comes with indoor comfort, quality, and of course, my everyday low prices. Rock and recline on Bobapedic memory foam seating. Defy Mother Nature with weather-resistant wicker, rust-proof frames, and UV-resistant fabric. And make your backyard more fun and functional with stylish accents and accessories. You deserve a break. Spring break at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate spring with our big spring thaw sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board with our spring thaw sale. Save 23% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
These are the faces that smile so wide at the friends and staff who are by their side, where life is lived with a feeling of pride on every bump of life's great ride that comes from the care that sweetens the air that lives in the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community, independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living built with the help of angels.
In today's Final Touch, here's a question for you. Does your dog have a face that only its owner could love?
If you answered yes, you're in luck because the world's ugliest dog contest is once again taking submissions. The competition's website says their goal is not to make fun of ugly dogs, but rather to celebrate, quote, the imperfections that make all dogs special and unique. This is file footage from previous contests. This year's winner will be crowned on June 23rd at the Sonoma Marin Fair. Not only will they walk away with the trophy, declaring them as the world's ugliest dogs, they win $1,500. The competition's been going on for nearly 50 years and emphasizes the importance of adoption. If you're interested, make sure you submit your application on the contest website by June 21st.
Oh, buddy.
Sometimes, I don't know. Is that the one with the tongue hanging out?
Yeah, yes.
All right. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.